Alright guys, it's time to look at Thorchain or RUNE on the channel once again. Now we looked at this a couple of days ago. It was on this candle right here. You can see on the daily time frame we got rejected that day. We even got rejected the next day. Now if we zoom in guys, let me zoom in real quick here, and you can see that basically yesterday RUNE broke above $1.45, this weekly resistance. Now keep in mind, my green lines here are always weekly resistances. So yeah, this is one positive, but right now you can see this daily candle that we're on is just, by a thin hair above, this line. So basically, let's just call it $1.45. Now, it went all the way up to $1.60 today, actually. And this is a bearish hammer candle, guys. So that is not what you really want to see. Now, as you know, RUNE had some bad news on the 1st of February, basically. Or maybe the day before. I'm not sure exactly when it came out. But pretty much it went bankrupt, guys. And they are trying to figure out how to repay the creditors, and I think it's something like 200 million if I remember correctly. Now, if we look at the tokenomics, guys, there's 500 million RUNE, only 352 million are out. So, my speculation is that they're going to come to some terms with these creditors and maybe give them some of this circulating supply. And when they do, you're going to see RUNE, probably shoot back up here. Now, if we can hold this $1.45, I hope this will be, kind of a retest on this line where we get a bounce. So we may see that. In fact, that may be why we're coming down to kind of retest this line, at least on the daily time frame. If we can hold above it, that would be, one small win in my book. I just don't like the way this, candle looks, though. That's really not a good sign. You can basically call it a bearish hammer candle, basically almost like a shooting star, which signals that there's downwards pressure, more downwards pressure than there is, trying to push up the price. So anyways, I just want to take a look at the RSI now. Let's see here. I will look at the relative strength and the stochastic here. Now, this is the daily time frame. It is basically overbought here on the Stoke. It is quite low on the RSI here. So it has a lot of room to grow. It's just kind of going sideways. It's not really making any big moves. I haven't really seen many other cryptos that are so sideways down here. Anyways, I want to look at the weekly time frame. Wow, oversold here on Stoke. Just slightly now pointed to the upside. And it's quite low, guys, so that's actually good to see. It has a lot of room to run here. Just want to look at a monthly candle. Let's see. Yeah, actually oversold again. It is pointed down on the RSI, but it is, in the middle, a little bit under the middle, at the 50% mark. So sitting at about, 43.27 here. So yeah, I would say the longer time frames look pretty good. Let's go to the 4-hour time frame. Now it is pointed down actually with the Stoke, but it is quite low, and it is pointed down with the RSI. Now it's almost in the middle basically here. So yeah, still not too bad. 1-hour time frame in the middle again here. It is oversold here on the Stoke. So that's actually good to see. And just let's take a look at the 15-minute for fun here. Now, basically in the middle, but pointed up here on the RSI. It is pointed to the downside here on the Stoke, but it is fairly low. So it is starting to look a little bit better, I would say, when you look at the RSI, and the Stoke RSI for RUNE. So all in all, I think this is probably pretty much the pullback that we're looking for before the next leg up. Most of the time frames, in my opinion, look pretty good. I think the only thing that'll make RUNE go down right now is some bad news. So let's see what happens. now, if you think about it, guys, basically you're getting a 93% discount still at this price that it is right now. So, yeah, keep that in mind. You can't say, if this goes back to $21, you can't say you didn't have a chance. And I'm actually glad I got the chance to buy it at these levels, guys. When it dumped, I picked it up. My average is actually now about 90 cents because I've taken some free money lately and put it in to RUNE. So my average is 90 cents at the moment. So I'm really happy to have that opportunity to get into RUNE. Now, looking at Bitcoin, nothing much is going on. Still, we're going sideways just in this box. And I don't know, maybe if I shorten this box a little bit, maybe Bitcoin will run. I don't know. Maybe it's just going to stay inside my box forever. But today, again, we are losing this $97,000 mark. That's not good. We did, bust, through that on the 11th of February. And only yesterday did we, go back above. And now we're busting back down through, 97,000. So, yeah, I mean, we're really struggling with 97. You can see here we hit it like 4 days in a row, and on the 5th day we finally broke through, only on the 6th day to break down, 7th day to break back up, and now on the 8th day we're breaking back down. So, and I'm just talking about, since the 6th of February basically. So, anyways, still really not much going on. Let's see what tomorrow brings, but I don't think there is anything really on the economic calendar tomorrow. Let's look at it though. I think, okay, we do have core retail sales and maybe some retail sales, industrial production, but that's about it, guys. It's not really anything too much. It's not going to bring so much volatility tomorrow. So that's kind of good. We may get a little bit of a rest tomorrow. Now, keep in mind, today, the PPI was actually good. If you see these numbers, this is Moodix, guys, and this measures the strength of news. Now, big news is usually like 0.1 and above, or, it could be, 0.1 green or 0.1 red. Red is negative, green is positive, of course. So, yeah, being 0.2 and it's green, that's actually pretty good, guys. Now, yesterday was much bigger in the red with CPI. It was red 0.65. So, yeah, that was really strong negative news. But this kind of helps us, with that news from yesterday. This kind of wipes it off the table, basically, because PPI was good, CPI was bad, but hey, all in all, so far, nothing has really happened. I'm not sure we're going to get the cut basically in March. We can look at the numbers. Basically, it's still 97% believing that we're going to stay at these numbers. Now, we just have to wait and see what really happens in March, I believe. But with the CPI, yesterday, in my opinion, maybe they could skip now. If we had good CPI numbers yesterday, I believe we could be, in the making of a next cut, in March. But yeah, I don't think so now. We have to really see what happens next month. I think we get the numbers a couple of days before, the little meeting, the interest rate meeting. So, anyways, guys. Enough about that. Let's just go to the dominance. And I did post this a couple times today, or 3 times or so, and giving kind of people some updates here. Now, we have broken below, this mark basically at 61.05. And I did say we were probably going to come up and retest again. I think I said it on this candle or this candle. And it wasn't quite there yet, but it did come up and retest. We have retested this several times now since I made that comment, and it looks like it is going to get the next leg down. Let's see. It's at 61% even right now, but I do expect that it's probably making its last little run, and it's kind of running out of steam, I would say. And so yeah, I think this is the next move we're going to see. We're going to see it just kind of slowly bleed down. I don't think it's going to be so rapid. It's not going to be like a straight line, but it's probably just going to slowly bleed down now. It does have support at 60.49. So let's see what happens there. It may, get a bounce here. We have to see how high, but yeah, so far so good. Now, taking a look at the altcoin season index, guys, it's at a 47. It did come up from a 45 today, so that's not bad. We are maintaining these peaks. As my thesis has always said, I thought we were going to maintain it once we got above it, and that was back here. And for the most part, we have, with some few dips below. So still not too bad. Now, fear and greed, 50. Yesterday was a 46. So yeah, it's right in the middle, neutral. Not much to say about it, but I just hope we don't heat up too quickly. So now, bull market peak indicators, still 0 from 30, guys. The best one, Pi Cycle Top Indicator, is still not even close to crossing. I will zoom in for you so you can see it. But yeah, we still have time. So yeah, maybe it's getting a little bit closer, but yeah, this is going to take a while, guys. I would say we have several months at least. So anyways, let's take a look at the crypto bubbles. About what, 50-50 here today. So not, the day is red. Over here it says red. Now the last hour has been green, so that's good to see. The week is now finally green, but today is, for the most part, red. But, I would say if we look at this, this is about 50-50. So now taking a quick look at Coinondo, guys. If you want to stake your Thorchain, go to Coinondo, like I said, and type in, RUNE or Bitcoin or whatever you want to stake. It doesn't matter. But for RUNE, there's only a few places here. You do have Gate, Binance, KuCoin, and they're all flexible. I actually have mine in Gate. I've started to trust Gate a little bit more. And yeah, I mean, you do your research before you put coins anywhere, guys. But yeah, Coinondo will help you try to get the best deals. And anyways, guys, if you like this video, like, subscribe, activate the bell, and I'll see you guys in the next one.